Hello, I'm Todd Starnes. So Sunday night, I was watching the debut of Greg Gutfeld's new show on Fox News Channel. Had a bowl of Orville Redenbacher, glass of sweet tea, and then this happened.
Hey guys,
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. What do you
so
want?
this is where all you guys hang out.
Dude, this is for hosts only, man.
I have a new show. I'm actually a host now. I have my own show.
No way. Hey, you know what? You should just get the out of here. The door's right there.
Oh my gosh! Look, so Gretchen Carlson is here, and Gretchen, I got to say, out of all the people here at Fox News Channel, I never imagined you would be the one getting bleeped.
And I think that's why he chose me to do that. You know, it's funny because people have been reacting to this like, oh, I didn't know that you spoke like that. You know, look, I didn't take any part in the editing, but I thought it was hilarious.
They bleeped the word unicorn, didn't they? Get the unicorn out.
Actually, they scripted me to say, get the heck out of here.
All right,
and now, that makes sense. I get it.
All right, well, this little segment is on a 7-second delay, just in case. But I think we're going to be good here. So,
I won't do it with you, Tom.
look, Gretchen Carlson is here, and she has a great new book out. Your very first book, as a matter of fact, called Getting Real. And I got to tell you, this is a great read, mainly because there is a theme that I think every young person in America needs to hear, and that's that hard work will get you someplace.
Exactly, and I learned that at a young age, Todd, because, you know, I started playing the violin when I was 6 years old. And this is the lesson that I try to impart on my children now as they practice their piano. I mean, when you're a kid and you put time into something, even if it's 5, 10, 15 minutes, you get better at it.
Sure.
And through that, you build self-esteem, and you also learn discipline in life that you carry with you for the rest of your life. But nothing's ever come easy to me, Todd. You know, sometimes people look at people on TV and they think, oh, they haven't had any problems, or they haven't had any failures, no struggles. And I share, for the first time, a lot of my struggles in this book. And it really comes down to the fact that I've really had to claw my way to every accomplishment.
One of the great stories in here, it was your first television job in Richmond, Virginia. And setting the stage for us, you were in this small apartment, no furniture. I mean, this was, you know, you're
no
right.
lights.
No lights. I mean, I think a lot of us in this business can relate to the fact that, you know, early on you weren't given things, you had to earn them.
Exactly, and I had just come off of graduating from Stanford University and having been Miss America. And I remember calling my dad, and based on the salary that they were going to pay me, I remember saying to him, I think I can barely pay each bill. I'm not sure about the electricity bill, but that's why I was in the dark eating pizza every night.
You know, a big component of your life and your book, and really your work here at Fox News Channel, has been your faith. I mean, that has been a key component. And quite frankly, I think that's one of the reasons why people connected with you early on, is because you're one of them.
Well, and you know, when I came to Fox, it was the first time that I could really speak openly or feel comfortable enough to speak openly about it on national TV. And it was really interesting because if I happened to be walking on the street and if somebody happened to recognize me, 9 times out of 10, you know what they'll say to me still today? Thank you so much for talking about your faith and for standing up for your values. And I must be resonating then with that message. You know, very few people do that. I know you do, but very few people feel comfortable enough to do that.
Well, you're right, and I think early on, you really broke out when you were doing those culture war segments on the O'Reilly Factor. I mean, going up against Bill O'Reilly. But I think that really helps solidify you as a defender of the faith and talking about those issues that, quite frankly, and you're right, nobody outside of Fox News Channel is going to be talking about.
Well, I grew up, luckily, in a great little town in Minnesota. My grandfather was the minister at the Lutheran Church, and so I just really knew the church as my family growing up. And it's the same kind of values that I'm trying to teach my kids. My husband and I teach Sunday school together. I always joke and say that's the 1 hour a week I know I'm going to see them. And my kids fight over which class I'm actually going to teach. Is it going to be 4th grade this week or 6th grade? Because they both want us to be teachers.
Okay, and as you know, you demonstrated in that Greg Gutfeld piece, you've got a great sense of humor too.
Yes,
and
of course.
There's this great chapter talking about when you first came to Fox News Channel, the bimbo trifecta. Tell us about that.
It still exists. I've been here 10 years. So I say that I reached the bimbo trifecta because when I came here, because I was blonde already, I was a former Miss America, and now I worked at Fox. Three strikes against you in the bimbo category for our critics, right?
Well, at the same time, though, I mean, being here and being at this platform, you're able to. I mean, you've just really resonated with people. Why do you think that is? Going back to your days in Minnesota.
Well, I think because, as the title of the book says, Getting Real, I always hoped throughout my life that no matter what I accomplished or what I did, that I stayed true to myself and who I really was on the inside. You know, I grew up a chubby/fat kid, so I learned how to build my self-esteem from my soul. And it's a really important message that I try to impart to young people today, that it is the most important thing that you build it from your soul, because who cares what you look like on the outside at any particular time in your life? You want to feel good about who you are as a person deep down, and I hope that I'm still the same person that I was growing up in Anoka, Minnesota.
Gretchen, great job. First book, right?
First book, a lot of work. You've done so many of them.
Yeah, it's an unpleasant experience writing. So you're going to have a lot of fun getting out there and meeting folks, because you're going to be doing book signings and hopefully meeting a lot of folks out there on the road too.
They can see where I'm going to be at GretchenCarlson.com. My whole tour is up there.
Fantastic. Folks, again, go to GretchenCarlson.com. You can get more information about this great book, and you can also order it there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Todd Starnes.